Good morning. Happy Monday. If you are new here, my name is Brianna from A Bubbly Classroom over on Instagram, and I am just sharing a little bit about our everyday life here in second grade. It is my 8th year teaching, and this is my 5th year in second grade. I think it's my 5th year. No, maybe my 4th year. 4th or 5th year in second grade. But this morning my hair is big this morning, y'all. Okay. I'm feeling very 80s right now. This morning I need to cut these apart for grammar. I always leave myself, if I need to leave myself something to do, I just leave a note on Friday so that I know what to do Monday morning when I came in. These are by Amy Salazar, and we worked on plurals last week, and then we're working on plurals again this week, and these are just, let me show you. So I would start, and it's just like an I have, who has. So that'll be fun. We'll do that today for grammar. And then I need to put out new task cards for, I think I'm actually gonna wait because I think a lot of people didn't finish them from last week. So I have these for one math group for this week, but I think I'll put them out this afternoon. And then I haven't gotten task cards for my other math group yet. A lot of them didn't finish last week's either, but I probably need to find one today to put out. Maybe I'll put one out tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll see. I gotta tell you, coming from 4th and then 3rd down to 2nd, I have always been like, team laptop, yeah, laptop. And I've somehow along the way been converted to a K2 iPad person. I'm telling you, I've got these laptops in my room because we've been doing the map testing. It actually only took us one day, and then I had a makeup today who wasn't here, but so I have these laptops, and so I was like, hey, since I've got them in here, they're just like sitting in here charging until we do our next one, and that way they don't have to like come in, take them out, bring them back, like back and forth. She said, can they just stay in here and charge? I was like, sure. So I was like, hey, since we're reading nonfiction, I assigned them a nonfiction assignment in iReady reading. And I said, you can either continue reading your nonfiction book, or you can go on iReady reading and do the nonfiction lesson. And I'm telling you, the laptops just drive me crazy. It's like, they don't know how to log in. They don't know how to log out. They just closed it instead of logging out. So now it's logged in as someone else. So I got to go get them to log back in so that they can log out so that someone else can log in. I mean, nobody got time for it. Now, it's one thing, I guess, if you're in upper grades and they are like assigned a device, so they always log into their device. But as far as like having to use devices for like multiple students, no thank you. I am just stapling these two coin activities together. One of my groups is going to do this after we're going to like do some practice and a review for our unit, and then they're going to do these on their own or with a partner. The first one is coins, and then the second one is bills and coins combined. And then these are from Super Teacher Worksheets. This is like kind of my go-to place. Besides our like curriculum book, I go to Super Teacher first. Just because the stuff they provide is so clean. Love it. And then this week we have parent-teacher conferences. So on Friday, I sent out my sign up for that. I have like, I think half the class signed up for a conference so far. And I have spots this week, next week, and I think the week after. Some people like jam them all in and do them all this week. I prefer to do like 3 a day and kind of stretch it out, just because the way I do conferences is, like, let's say I have 3 conferences tomorrow, then this afternoon after school I will make the conference notes for my 3 conferences the next day. So it's just more manageable for me to keep up with everything else I already have to do, like grading, lesson planning, checking work, and putting grades in, responding to emails. It's easier for me to keep up with all of that if I'm only having to make like 3 conference notes per day and have 3 conferences per day, if that makes sense. That's just the way I like to do it. But there's no wrong way to do it. Whatever works for you. Yay, more of my stuff came. And I see in here already, the first thing is my blue clipboard. So excited. So this is for my blue math group. Let me switch everything over. Then this purple one will be for writing. Yay, yay, yay. All right, so I'm gonna put all this in here. Ooh, this one's like really heavy duty. This one feels much heavier than these ones, but these were like 6 in a pack, so I don't know. Take that how you want. But now I can put writing conference notes on the front of here and these goal sheets in here. All right, so now I've got writing on my purple. Yay. And I've got my blue math on here ready for tomorrow. Perfect. Let's see what else is in here. Ooh, okay, I got my stamps. This one says missing assignment, so I can put this on the agendas if they are missing something. Ooh, got these big Post-its. These are really good for the kids too, to just stick on their writing notebook if they're adding to their writing. And then they just have to, when they're sharing it, just remember to read what's on the Post-it. Let me open these. Okay, so I got 3 packs of those. I got another stamp. This is so in the morning when I check their agendas, I can just stamp it instead of having to put my initials. Oh. No, this is not that one. This is corrected with me, so if they correct something with me, I can put that on there instead of having to write it on their paper. This is, oh, magnets, circle magnets, love these. I'll link all this stuff in my Amazon store in case you're looking for it. This is, oh, this is my hanging file organizer. Okay, yes. Oh, it actually came with some files. Okay. lunchtime. I gotta go get them in like 5 minutes. I've just been sitting here going through stuff and I'm loving the way it's coming out. I'm gonna show you this really quick before I write these kids' names on here to show you what I'm doing. This is something I'm trying. We just started nonfiction today, so this actually worked out really well. So I have all 4 of my groups clipboards ready. I will show you, I met with 2 groups today. I'll meet with the other 2 tomorrow. We'll do the same thing that I did with these 2 groups. So I will show you this since I haven't written any kids' names on it for my group tomorrow. I updated this to be more nonfiction based, and I will have this updated in my freebies on my blog. I'll link that below for you. This, it's just a checklist I use with the group, so I put all the kids' names here. Then it says scoops up words, uses meaning to read fluently, reads at just right pace, uses text features, can tell main idea of nonfiction, can give supporting details, can answer questions about nonfiction, participates in group discussion. All of this will not be tracked every single time they meet with me, but as they do meet with me and we go over these things, I'll put checks or I'll put X's. And then when we meet again, I can put more checks and X's over here. I can make notes over here, whatever I need to do. So I have 2 copies of this because this week we're working with a nonfiction text called Tiger Hunters, and then I've got one here if I need it for next week because I'm sure we'll work on something different next week. And then inside what I did was I have the number of passages I need printed for this group. In the future I will differentiate. Some of these I can tell are a little bit more basic and some are a little bit more challenging as far as the reading level. These are not leveled, but I love them because they're short and they have great text features that we talk about in class. So for my lower groups, I can read this to them and they can follow along, or we can partner read it as a team, as a group. For my higher groups, they can take turns reading, and we'll read it all together. Then there's questions. So these are the questions we're going to be working on. And then once we've read it, today what we did, we focused on reading it, talking about all the text features that we see. I talked to them about captions. We went over these words and I had them each come up with a sentence that uses instantly. And then for habitat, we imagined our own habitat, which is like our own home. And then we imagined a tiger's habitat and how it might be different from ours, just to work on that vocabulary. This is like a big area of weakness I see over the past couple of years, so I really want to focus on these. And then we just did, one of the groups did questions 1 and 2, one of the groups got to question 3. And what I'm focusing on is having them, this is my copy that we worked on together, finding the answers in the text and highlighting where they found the answer. So this is where we found the answer for number 1. This is where we found the answer for number 2. So we're proving it with evidence and we're talking about text features. Then once we kind of work through these questions, then what I'm going to be moving to is main idea notes. So then we'll talk about what is it mostly about and 3 supporting details that go along with this. Main idea and details is like a really big one that we have to work on for a really long time. So I'm like, you know what? Let's start it off talking about text features. Let's talk about text evidence. Let's talk about main ideas. So I'll keep doing my mini lessons on track with our scope and sequence, but then in small group, I can either pull back and we can just focus on what was on the lesson for today, or if they're ready, I have this ready. If I feel like some groups are ready to move on to main idea and details. But that is what I like about this, is it's generic. So even if I do different passages for different groups, this can still be used for any of them. This is from Lessons in Literacy. I have this pack. It's got like a bunch of different animal passages, so I will link that below too for you. And then I have 4 of these, 1 for every group. And then I just have my copy on top. Oh, and the reason I started with this is because one of our first read alouds is a book about tigers. I think it's the National Geographic Tigers book. So this will kind of go right along with it. Today I introduced them to the Knights in Shining Armor book to talk about the genre of nonfiction and how sometimes it's tricky to figure out which one is fiction and nonfiction. But starting tomorrow or maybe Wednesday, we'll be getting into that Tigers book. So this goes right along with that. All right, it's 3:25. I am going to leave soon, but I wanted to show you, since we just moved to nonfiction, I'm going to change out this anchor chart and I will show you how I make them using the Amy Grosbeck anchor chart reading packet thing. I'll link it below. I like to have one solid anchor chart up, so I'm picking this text features one to start with, and then later on I'll probably move it to main idea and details, but start with text features. All I'm going to do is put a piece of anchor chart paper up here and trace this. That took way longer than I expected, but that is why I only do like 1 or 2 per unit. That's it. Normally, like for day-to-day kind of stuff, I just put it either on a piece of paper under the document camera or on my PowerPoint. Like for writing, my anchor charts are kind of like on the PowerPoint, which is what I love about that, because then I don't have to make stuff like that. But it's good because it's up there, beginning of the unit, so it'll be up there for the whole unit. And then if I want to add a main idea and detail one, or if I want to replace it with a main idea and details one, I can. But I like the way it came out. I think it's going to be, it's like simple, but it's got a ton of our vocab for this unit on it, so whatever the children need, that's what I'm here for. But I'm gonna get out of here. It's 4 o'clock. I'm on time. Yes, let's go. Hey, happy Tuesday. I just got here a little bit ago. It's 7 o'clock and I've just been getting things ready, opening up my slides for the morning and getting our music pulled up. But I wanted to show you something I like to use for morning meetings, and it actually worked out perfectly because for guidance, I think it was last week, they watched the first 2 in this growth mindset series, and so I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. I love to show those, so now I can finish what she started and showed like the last 3 in the series. But I have this super zoomed in so you don't see my kids' names. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I just recorded all that and forgot to click record. Okay, let me try this again real quick because that was the first bell. I'm super zoomed in so you can't see my kids' names, but this is just regular Class Dojo if you have regular Class Dojo. At the bottom, if you click Big Ideas, it brings you to this page with all of their big idea lessons. So Heart of a Champion, this was new for Olympics, and all of the videos are by Olympic athlete and Paralympic athletes. My kids loved these last spring when they came out as they were getting excited about the Olympics. But last week our school counselor did the first 2 growth mindset lessons. So the first one is your brain is like a muscle. The second one is the magic of mistakes. And so yesterday I picked up and showed them the incredible power of yet. Then today I'll show them the mysterious world of neurons, and then we'll finish off with Mojo puts it all together. These last few, I think these are new these last 4. I've never done those before, so I'll check those out. Not really sure, but yesterday we did the incredible power of yet. So when you start the activity, all it is a short video. They're all like 3.5 minutes long, and they're so good. And then they have these discussion questions that you can talk about after, just for a quick, simple morning meeting that you do not have to prep for. You literally just pull up Class Dojo and then pick a lesson. I love these. Some of them, like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the original videos. I'll have to check and see what those new ones are. I haven't done those. But like Perseverance has 4. This is interesting. This is like all new. This is like real people that I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to, oh yeah, I see like Zendaya on here. I see Bill Nye. I've never done these before. These are like activities. Oh, okay, that you can prepare to do with your class. Okay. If you just want to do the video lessons, which are short and simple, this section has 3. So they all have like, I would say probably 3 to 5. Yeah, I'm looking at them. Most of these have 3. So just something easy and fun to do for morning meeting. Anyways, I'm going to go sit down and start checking some math from yesterday, and the kids will be here in a few minutes, so let's get the day going. All right, math is done, phonics is done. For grammar, we're still working on plurals. So we did this yesterday, and then today I just passed them out again, so we're gonna play again. The I have, who has for the plural nouns. I should have that link below already because I think I already talked about it. But yesterday it was like the first time we've ever done a I have, who has, so it was a little bit slow. I told them we'd play again today to kind of speed it up. And then tomorrow we will work some more on irregular plural nouns. But I am going to sit here and first of all, look at who I have conferences with tomorrow. I think I have 2 scheduled right now. And make the conference notes. I will show you my conference form. I just took off my school name. I have like our logo in the corner. I took that off, and then I took off our website, and I'll show you like my template. Here's what the template looks like. Normally my school name is here, and then our logo is here. Anything that is highlighted is something I need to change for each student. A big tip if you're making some kind of template is to not use he or she as much as possible, because then you do not have to change those. You just change names and any specific information. Down here I have to check our website, and then right here I leave this blank for every student because this is where I put a little bit of like personal information about the student, about things I'm seeing in class. This could be areas of strength, this could be areas of improvement, and just gives us talking points. What I love about this template is it's basic, it's really easy for me to fill in for each student, and it gives me all the talking points I need throughout the conference. Another big tip, what I'm going to do is I do this every day. So tomorrow is my first set of conferences. So today I am making the conference notes for tomorrow. I always do them the day before, and I check my sign up, and any open spots for tomorrow I go ahead and fill in or delete. That way nobody signs up on me last minute, and then I don't have like my stuff prepared. Normally on my conference notes, I have a sign, teacher signature, parent signature at the bottom. Because we're not meeting in person, they're all gonna have to be phone calls or Teams calls. I'm just going to keep a copy for myself and just send one to keep at home. So keeping it simple on that. I was really trying to leave on time. It's 4:18. We had PLC after school, so that kept me a little late. And then I just came back and got myself all organized for tomorrow. So I've got my little pile for the morning. Things I need to check, things I need to sort, to send home. Let me show you this. This little thing is already working out so well. As I check things or grade them and put them in the grade book. I'm just putting them in their number, and then on Friday I can just pull everything out and put it in their Friday folder with all their grades and checked work. This is saving my sanity. I don't even know what to tell you. I just left myself a little pile of stuff that I checked that I just need to sort into their numbers. I have a little pile of stuff to check, daily math reviews and unlocks. And then this stack stuff I graded that I need to put in the grade book. So I'm actually gonna put it back in my grade drawer. It's not finished yet. Shut down my computer. All right, leaving at like 4:20. Not too bad, not too bad. And we'll do it all again tomorrow. See you on Wednesday.